He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Panthers' offense will go to work first. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's.
Turning on the Jets. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Judicials offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You make it some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Finds his tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Judicials decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback keeps it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He'll take it himself. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. A run for the quarterback. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Hit right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He fires a bullet to the right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Makes the catch. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains inside the 21. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Flushed out of the pocket. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This time he's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's got it on the run. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Wants to keep it in the air. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. Under fire. Touchdown, Pitt. Fit it in the window for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. In this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Judicials with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying to get the edge on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down TFL, 2nd down TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
The Judicials will send out the punt unit. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. He lobs one high down the left side. Grips it inside the 15. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The option look. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Goes to the option. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Motion from the back. They'll give it to the back. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now improvising. He wants it all. Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Judicials will snap it on 1st and 10. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be...
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Judicials line up to punt it away. the 37-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. To the air on first down. On target to the left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Makes a connection. Into the house. Touchdown, Panther!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Judicials now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the big fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Caught behind the line. It's O'Neal. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Pitt! And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll ride his man on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. On the ground, it's O'Neal. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Panthers want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they add 6
so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way. He'll return it from the 50. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Pittsburgh trying to put a touchdown on the board in this red zone trip. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards. Touchdown, Panthers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gets the back moving. Toss to the outside. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Now on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Number 8 on to kick it away.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
Thank
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Fires to the big fella. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Judicial send out the punt unit. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same place.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Here comes the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds him out of the backfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Judicials will punt this one away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in stride at the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Pitt.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. The Judicials have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
What a play play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And the Judicials will call on their punt team. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to...
Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Quick strike through the air for the score. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays, doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
That's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football, you know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
They'll try the toss to the left. There he goes. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Judicials in a good spot here with second and short. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking for a gap. It's May. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Sends it back in motion. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the Judicials will punt it away on fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Judicials trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Judicials decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively.
Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Panthers. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Judicials can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the fullback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up. Down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. 3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. To the air on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game.
Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw again. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Pitt. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. So now it's second and long. Hand off to the fullback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. On the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on first and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. On the run, it's made. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
The Judicials come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they get the third down stop. What a play by this defense.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And the returner will be knocked down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much.
Trying to beat the D deep. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. first snap of this drive comes from their own 41.
Here we go, here we go.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas. And they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He'll field the punt and take it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Spits it out to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab, and perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Right on the money. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. And the Panthers, with a long way to go after the loss on the last play, might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They want to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an
intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.